Okay, so I've had some requests to create more detailed information about how to create ads for Facebook. And this stuff is awesome. You can target, um, literally, real estate agents can target specific properties to specific types of buyers like horse owners, people that are interested in fly fishing, people that are interested in golf. I don't care what their interest is. And if you know the markets your buyers are coming from, you can go right after them. Same is true for any business, really. I mean, dentist's office can target um, people in specific zip codes. Veterinary offices can target dog and cat owners, or if they're a large animal practice, they can target equine. So let's jump right into it. I'm hovering right here with my little hand over the tree. Come over here to the left-hand corner and click on Create an Ad, just clicking on the Add link. And that's going to open up a completely different page. Now, as I said earlier, it's important that you have a payment method attached to Facebook before you can do ads. So how do you do that? Follow the little pointer here up to the far right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner, and there's a Settings tab. It's a little gear icon. Just click on that gear icon. And you can go ahead and say, yeah, leave this page because you want to go to your settings. And when you get into your settings, on the left-hand side, it's a little bit out of the frame here, it'll say Payment Settings. I'm just going to click on it, but it says Payment Settings. Okay? So here's the payment settings. Comes up and shows you payment method. Right now, I've got a PayPal link to it. However, you can add any type of payment method you want. You just click on the Add Payment Method button. You can add a credit card and click Continue. You can add banking. You can add a bank account. So anyway, it's real easy to set up a payment method. Just go to the gear icon and set up your payment. So now let's go ahead and go back, and we're going to go to the Ads Manager. Now what I'm going to do here is, this is for a specific client. I'm going to choose my objective. Right now, in this case, it's video views, because video is going to be the ad. Why? Because video is 70% of online traffic, and you're going to get more traffic when you put video as the ad, period. So after we've clicked on video views, we click the Continue button at the bottom. I'll do that next. Okay, so here we are on creating our ad set. So I am going to do an ad for a specific customer of mine who wants to target horse owners, people interested in horses in Scottsdale, Arizona. So if you come down here into the locations, right now it says United States. There's 230 million plus people on Facebook in the US. I don't want to advertise to all of them. So I'm going to remove, by clicking the little X, remove the United States. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type right next to this include, there's a box. I'm going to type in Scottsdale, Arizona, United States. It comes right up. Okay? So this is Scottsdale with about a 25-mile radius around it. Still a pretty broad audience, but there are other things I can do. So in this particular case, this individual is selling a piece of property. It's around a $1.8, $2 million horse property in Montana, most likely be purchased by a second home buyer from a specific market where her buyers come from. So we're going to go change the age range. Chances are these people are, over 35, under 65. You probably, unless you've got a trust fund, you probably haven't accumulated several $1 million worth of wealth by the time you're 35, although in Silicon Valley that happens. Come down lower, we're going to advertise to all men and women. I don't enter a language because English by default. Now, this is the real important part, the detailed targeting. So, I want to add some detailed targeting. So I can put horses, main horse, horse breeder, horse care, secretariat, the horse training, Arabian horse. But let's see if we can get even further. Okay, horse property, no. Horse owner, no. Horses, we'll go with horses for this particular example. Now I can do all kinds of other examples too, right? I mean, if I had a fly fishing property in Montana, I could type in the word fly fishing. Does fly fishing come up? Yeah, it does, right here, fly fishing. But we're not going to add fly fishing for this property. We're just going to stick with the horses. I can also narrow the audience further. Let's see. Okay, typed in income. So I can pick specific income ranges here. I can go back and instead of, and I'm not adding one right now, but I can type in net worth. Net worth. I want somebody with a net worth, let's say, that's over 2 million, because the property's almost 2 million, right? And they're interested in horses. So let's say I think that's a good target. I can continue to move on down. Connection type, I don't really work with that, but I'll save this audience. Further down the page, placement of the ads, automatic placements, what I usually go with. Daily budget, what do I want to spend per day? So let's say I want to spend $15 a day. Okay, so I put in 15. Run my ad and set continuously through start date, or set a start and end date under schedule right here, see? Schedule. So I'm going to set a start and end date. So I'm going to say it starts January 18th and ends February 18th. Your ad will run for 30 days and you will spend no more than $465 at $15 a day. Okay? So I can click continue again. And now on the second page, what I do is the ad's going to be a single video. So now I just have to upload the video. So I go out and click upload video button, and it'll bring me into my computer's hard drive. Now all I need to do is go and find a specific video that I want to use for this ad. So I can look for an MP4 file for the video, and you know, basically that's a movie file, MP4 file, and I'm just going to click on this one since I don't see a specific video, and now it's uploading that video. So once the upload of that video is complete, the other thing I want to do is I want to go down in here and add text. This text is important. You know, gorgeous Montana horse property in the Bitterroot Valley, and just keep going and going. Every keyword you can think of, every bit of text possible. It's not a bad idea to add as many as 500 words. Google needs to know what this thing is about. But we also want to add a website URL. So we're going to add a link to this specific website for this client that takes people to their site if they click on the link, so that they land on the appropriate landing page. And so the video is continuing to upload, but once that video is uploaded, I can hit confirm right here, and as long as I've got the payment method on, as long as I've followed the steps I just showed you in the video, your ad's going to be off and running. This stuff is so powerful because you can target people based upon specific interests, income levels, net worths, in specific markets. In other words, it's laser focused. You're shooting with a rifle, not a shotgun. And this is what you've got to do to be able to create successful outcomes. It's so much cheaper than advertising on Google, and it'll get you in front of affinity groups. There are certainly other things you can do. Now, a lot of people ask me the question many times about how they can, how do we get our YouTube videos to download as, so if I go into YouTube, you know, you want to get a YouTube video, but you say you want to get it as an MP4 file. Well, the answer is really simple. I can pick any video I want. I'll just choose this one, advertising on Facebook for beginners, some guy that does advertising. Okay, so I'll click on his video, and this is really simple. You go up to the very top toolbar, and in the address bar, the address for that video will display. It'll say www.youtube.com/watch?v equals blah, blah, blah. Right after the www dot, in front of the word YouTube, you type in SS, like Sam. If you type that in, it'll immediately take you to a page where you can download any YouTube video as an MP4 file. It's that simple. Anybody's video. It doesn't have to be your video. So I just wanted to make sure people were aware of that, because I get requests all the time for MP4 files, and they're right there. It's super easy to get them. So I hope this little explanation of Facebook advertising and how to get your MP4 files from YouTube was helpful, and definitely be creating some more content in the future, and hope that it helps all of you become better at what you do and get more business.